Frankie Edgar, a name that symbolizes grit, heart, and an almost superhuman refusal to quit. Everyone knew what was at stake. Edgar had earned his lightweight title through relentless pace and heart, not raw power. He wasn't the biggest guy in the division, not by a long shot, but his willpower and cardio were second to none. Maynard, on the other hand, was a powerhouse, a wrestler with dynamite in his hands, a man who believed he could break anyone through sheer strength and pressure. And after their first encounter, he was convinced history was about to repeat itself. The fight started like a nightmare for the champion. Within the first round, Maynard came out like a freight train. Every punch he threw seemed designed to end the fight right then and there. And when one of those bombs finally connected, Frankie dropped hard. The challenger didn't hesitate. He pounced, hammering Edgar with shot after shot, trying to finish what he started. The crowd roared, and the commentators were already calling it over. Frankie was down again, and again, and again. 3 knockdowns in just 5 minutes. Most fighters wouldn't have survived one, but somehow, through pure instinct and heart, Frankie kept moving, defending, scrambling, refusing to let go of that belt. By the end of the round, the champion looked like he'd been through a car crash. His eyes were glassy, his legs shaky. Between rounds, his corner asked if he was okay. Frankie just nodded, silent but determined. You could see it in his eyes. He wasn't done yet. Then, as the second round began, something miraculous happened. The same fighter who was seconds away from defeat came back like a man possessed. His movement returned, his timing sharpened, and suddenly the same Gray Maynard who had dominated minutes earlier was now chasing a ghost. Edgar's head movement, footwork, and constant pressure began to break the rhythm of the challenger. The crowd could feel the momentum shifting. Each jab, each combination reminded everyone watching why Frankie Edgar was called the answer. By the middle rounds, the tide had fully turned. Edgar was landing clean, crisp shots, fast 1-2 combinations, snapping uppercuts, level changes that left Maynard guessing. What was once a one-sided beating had become a showcase of resilience. Frankie was fighting not just for his title, but for his pride, for the right to prove that heart could overcome power. Maynard, meanwhile, began to fade. The energy that had fueled his explosive start started to drain away, replaced by frustration. His punches lost that snap, his confidence cracked, and as each round passed, Edgar only grew stronger, feeding off the rhythm, off the noise of the crowd chanting his name. By the time the final bell rang, no one in the arena could believe what they had just seen. From being seconds away from a knockout loss to standing tall and trading blows in the championship rounds, it was the definition of a comeback. The judges scored it a draw, which meant Frankie Edgar kept his belt. But to the fans, to everyone who had witnessed that war, he was more than just a champion. He was a symbol of what fighting truly means.